When I was little, I always dreamed of becoming a designer. Well, back then we used to say fashion designer. I'd always tell everyone that's what I was going to be. My choice is my drive. It leads to success, and day by day, I keep moving up. As I grew older, I used to say that I wanted a career that would allow me to travel and fly abroad a lot.
Менің әкем айтатын, онда сен халықаралық құқықты таңда, сол кезде сен көп жерге барып, осындай халықаралық.
My father told me, in that case, you should choose international law. That way, you'll travel the world and become someone who solves global issues. So that's exactly what I chose. But even after graduating, I was always sketching designs and making my own clothes. My friends would ask, Nazym, there are so many ready-made clothes in the stores. Why do you bother sewing your own? Later on, the girls started to realize that my outfits were unique. I would wear a piece to the university, and my friends would literally buy it right off my back, begging me, sell it to me, please.
Одан кейін қыздар үстіңдегі көйлегіңді сатшы деп үстімнен көйлектерімді сатып алатын. Zarina, как вы?
Zarina, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, what a beautiful dress.
Мен ата-енемен бірге тұрдым. Қолымда жаңа екі кішкентай бала бар, жолдасым жұмыс істейді. Кейіннен мен айттым, үйде жай құр отыра алмайды екенмін.
I was living with my in-laws at the time. I had 2 toddlers to look after, and my husband was working. Eventually, I said, I can't just sit at home doing nothing. I want to pursue my childhood dream. Let me just start small and see what happens. I began sewing all kinds of skirts by hand, doing all the embroidery and beadwork myself. Then I started inviting people over. I told my friends, family, and relatives, come see my first collection. Please support me. That's how it started. I earned my very first income right there at home, working from my own kitchen.
Ең алғашқы табыс көзін сол үйде өзімнің асханамда көргенмін.
Nazım boyunдағы табандылығы.
What stands out about Nazym is her resilience, her humanity, her humility, and how she treats people. She never abandons her goals. Whenever she starts something, she always sees it through to the end.
Арқашында бірдеңен басы аяла шейін барады.
Енді бастапқыда маған біраз қиын болды деп айтсам болады, себебі матаның.
I have to admit it was quite difficult at first. I didn't know much about fabric technology back then. There were times when we would just cut up pieces of fabric and throw them away. Sometimes we'd ruin an entire roll of fabric just to make one dress. I refused to hand a dress over to our clients until it was absolutely perfect and of the highest quality.
Басы жоғары болып, идеальный болмайынша, ол көйлекті жаңа клиенттерге, біздің клиенттерге тапсырмайтынбыз. Ең басында мен өте арзан маталарды алдым. Ондай көп қаражат керек емес.
In the very beginning, I bought very cheap fabrics. I didn't need a lot of money to start because my mother actually gave me my first funds. She helped me out a lot. You could say my business took off and turned a profit very quickly. My designs were affordable for the girls, and I was able to make and deliver them fast.
Қыздарға қолжетімді бағада тез осылай тігіп беріп отырдым.
Жалпы Назым
Nazym truly feels people. Her clothes are not just fabric, they aren't just a simple suit or dress. They carry a distinct energy of their own.
оның кәдімгі өзінің энергетикасы болады. Менің жеке концертімде осындай бір оқиға болды. Мен ең бірінші номерім концертті ашатын.
There was a moment like this at my solo concert. My very first opening act required a white dress designed by someone else. I was waiting for it, and when I called to check, they said, "It'll be there in an hour and a half." I realized it wouldn't make it in time, so I turned to Nazym. Nazym, I need a white dress. Is there any way you can make one for me right now?
Мүмкіндік бар ма? Аппақ көйлек қазір маған дайындап тіккізгенге. Контентімде, менің бишілерім, фон, барлығы.
My entire concept, my dancers, and the background visuals were completely tied to that white dress. Within 18 minutes, the dress arrived. Her team was literally sewing the zipper on the way over. They zipped me up, and the stage manager said, "Showtime." And out I went in that dress.
Содан кейін болды концерт бастаймыз дейді. Сол көйлекпен мен шығып кеттім.
Бастап келе жатқанда мен түнде де, таңертеңде де осы мамандықты оқи бастадым. Онлайн курстар, жаңағы Ресей мемлекеті.
When I was first starting out, I studied this craft day and night. I took online courses from Russia and found some incredible local mentors here. There were professionals with 30 or 40 years of experience in the industry. I remember telling them, I opened an atelier, but I don't even know how to make a pocket. They were strict, old-school masters. They'd scold me saying, "You don't know anything. Why on earth did you open an atelier?" I would sit in front of them and cry, but I kept sewing and showing them my work. No matter how much they yelled at me or even rapped my knuckles, I endured it. I practically lived by their side, constantly bugging them, saying, "Please come to my atelier. Just show me this one part. I don't get it."
Оны шыдап, күні түні артынан қалмай ол кісілерге жабысып, "Жүріңіз мен ательеме көрсетіп беріңізші, осы жерін мен түсінбей тұрмын" деп. Қыздарға айтатын, сапасы жағынан өте жоғары болу керек. Себебі адамдар біледі. Қазір ателье.
I always told my girls that above all, the quality had to be exceptional. There are so many ateliers and brands out there now. Even back then, many people I knew were launching their own labels. I used to tell my team, if our quality is unmatched, the clients will keep coming back and the orders will pour in. That's why I was so demanding about the quality of every single piece. I intentionally brought in many master tailors to the atelier, and only after we completely perfected our production techniques did I turn my full attention to the design process.
Идеяларымызды мықты жөндеп алғаннан кейін мен дизайн жағына көз қарасымды бұрдым.
Потому что она знает навык.
She is a true master of her craft. Beyond just sketching and drawing designs, she has a deep understanding of garment construction technology. On top of that, she knows the ins and outs of marketing and selling her products. Her interpersonal skills are excellent. I've never heard a single negative comment about Nazym from either her team or her clients. That's because alongside her professional excellence, her character and humanity stand completely on their own.
Парижда, мысалы, первый синдикат в Париже өте жоғары ордені бар кісі, ол кісінің аты Аделин Андре. Сол кісі 75 жастағы апам, жаңағы қызың кішкентай. Ол кезде арназы.
In Paris, for instance, there is a legendary master named Adeline André, a member of the prestigious Chambre Syndicale. She was a 75-year-old lady. My daughter Aronas was just a baby back then. In 2016, I traveled to Paris with my mother and my little girl in a stroller. I told my mom, please watch Aronas for a bit while I study. So the three of us, along with an interpreter, went there because I was absolutely determined to learn from her. The words of hers that stuck with me the most were, a collection should be like a woman's character. But a woman's character is never static, it constantly shifts. One moment she loves sportswear, the next she wants evening gowns, then office wear, and so on. That's how she explained it, and it made me think because fashion critics often don't get it. They might say, Nazym, your colors are always all over the place. One minute you show sportswear, and the next you're doing evening gowns. They often fail to understand the core vision behind my collections.
Соңында кешкі көйлектерді шығарып жатасың деп көбінесе түсінбей жатады менің мысалы көз қарасындағы топтамаларды.
Назым Карпикова. Ол тоқтамайтын.
Since Nazym Karpikova is someone who never stops exploring, I believe her future is incredibly bright. Even now, she continues to amaze everyone, showcasing her collections across Europe, including France and Italy.
Коллекциялармен шығып жүр, таңғалдырып.
Человек достаточно талантливый, интересный.
I would describe her as a highly talented individual whose ultimate goal is to reach the pinnacle of her profession. She's never afraid to experiment in her creative journey. In our line of work, the ability to take risks is a vital quality. For instance, she's one of our domestic designers who began exploring her cultural roots by incorporating ethnic elements into her creations. She first gained widespread recognition through the stage looks she designed for singers. Today, Nazym's collections encompass a wide variety of styles. This brand is putting Kazakhstan on the global map because she's well known throughout the fashion industry in major capitals like London, Paris, Milan, and Tokyo.
Енді сәттіліктің құны бар, медальдің екі жағы бар деп айтады ғой.
Success comes with a price. They say every coin has two sides. I believe that throwing myself into my work the way I did has forced me to develop a tougher, more resilient character. People often message me on Instagram saying, "You're so gentle and down to earth." But navigating the art world means running a business, and if you don't show your grit and stand your ground, things just won't move forward.
Бір қатты мінезіңді көрсетпесең, жұмыс жүрмейді деп ойлаймын. Кейінгі бір қадамдарда өте бір қатал бола бастадым.
Lately, I've become very strict. I look at every single millimeter, telling my team, this won't do. As my team grew, I established the rule. I give a first warning, then a second warning, but by the third time, I've literally lined up 10 girls and let them go on the spot.
Үшінші рет, мысалы, 10 қызды тұрғызып, жұмыстан шығарып жіберген кездерім де болды.
A cradle in one hand, her business in the other. I think this was written for women like my daughter.
Кез келген тақырыпта мен балалармен сөйлесе аламын, ашық.
I can talk to my children about absolutely anything, and they tell me everything in return. If something is bothering them, I can read it instantly on their faces. I honestly didn't notice how fast they grew up. My oldest is 16, my middle one is 14, and my daughter is 10. Sometimes I get this feeling that I'm missing out on watching them grow and mature because life moves so fast.
Көре алмай жатқан сияқты бір сезім болады менде.
Үйіне де үлгереді, бала шағасына.
She manages everything, her home, her children, her in-laws, and our side of the family, relatives, friends. She finds time for everyone, but for her, family always comes first, and her work comes second.
Әкем қайтыс болғаннан кейін
I think I grew up all at once after my father passed away.
кеттім деп ойлаймын. Себебі үлкен жобаларды істеп жатамын. Мысалы үй алып.
Now I work on this massive projects, I buy houses, I get brand new cars. But even when experiencing all those amazing new milestones, there's always that bittersweet ache. For instance, my father never even got to see his grandchildren. He raised us, provided for us, educated us, and saw me get married only to pass away just 5 months later.
Және де мені үйлендірді. Кейін 5 айдан қайтыс болып кетті әкем. Менен кейін інім бар, сіңілім бар. Олар
I have a younger brother and a younger sister who were still so small back then. Right then, I told myself that while I could never truly replace my father, I had to find that inner strength.
Күш жігер болу керек менде деп. Бұл сынақты берсе ол.
I believe that if this trial was given to me, overcoming it will only make me even stronger and more resilient.
Өзімде
Что мне нравится?
One thing I truly admire about Nazym is her charity work. She never broadcasts it, she just quietly does good deeds behind the scenes, which is exactly how it should be. A person must maintain that balance of giving and receiving in life. I am deeply impressed by her humanity.
маған мықтысың деп айтқан кезде, мен одан арман мықты болғым келеді, соған ұмтыламын. Және де мен әрқашанда артымдағы тұрған үлкен.
When people tell me I'm strong, it only makes me want to become even stronger. That's what I strive for. I always think about the massive team standing right behind me. They're my priority. We have about 35 girls, and behind each one of them, there's a family, children, and parents depending on them. Knowing that, I never get tired of taking on a new work and new projects. My team has adapted to this intense, fast-paced rhythm. They're used to working under pressure and handling huge volumes of clothing.
Мықты бір темпке аншлаг болып жатқанына үлгере алмай көптеген киімдер тігіп жатқанға үйреніп қалған. 24-7 жұмыс істеп.
We manage to work 24/7, don't we, Ayman? How many suits do you have left? 60. She has 60 suits to deliver very soon, but at the same time, we're also working on a brand new, beautiful 20-piece capsule collection. You will all see it very soon.
12 жыл мен жалға отырып.
You could say I rented for 12 years. Building this dream fashion house has been a constant hustle, taking it one small step at a time.
Үйді салып жатырмын. Назым, сен осындай стройкаң не болды, қалай болды, қандай стадияда бітейін деп жатыр ма, көмек керек па деп сөйтіп.
People call me up and ask, Nazym, how's your construction going? How's it coming along? What stage are you at? Is it almost finished? Do you need any help? Hearing that sometimes just makes me break down in tears over the phone without saying a word. But I'm getting closer to that dream.
Келе жатыр. 15 сантиметр көтермесе болмайды.
Который сейчас она строит здание, это будет вообще впервые в Центральной Азии, который будет правильный.
The building Nazym is constructing right now will become the first fashion hub in Central Asia to fully meet international standards. Through this project, she's raising the bar and increasing accountability for all designers, manufacturers, and the entire industry across the region. Kazakhstan is a country with immense cultural potential, capable of showcasing its rich history, high culture, and national philosophy through a distinct design identity.
Философия своя национальные оттенки, музыка.
Мен ішкі жан дүниемен сендім, менде бәр қолымнан келеді, осындай дәреге жеге жетейін.
Deep down, I always believed. I believed that I could do anything. I never imagined I would reach this level, but there was always an inner conviction that I could create this kind of beauty. Now my goal is to showcase Kazakhstan's fashion world to the entire globe, to present the beauty of our people, our patterns, and the elements of our own cultural DNA on a global stage. This is a massive goal for me, and we're already doing it, especially since we have so many clients all over the world. There are so many dreams. God willing, we will achieve them all. May my dreams never end. Everything is going to be amazing.
Енді бір армандар көп. Бұйырса, оған да жетеміз деп ойлаймыз. Сондай бір армандар бітпесін. Бәрі күшті болады.